Baby steps?
It means setting small, reasonable goals for yourself, one day at a time. One tiny step at a time.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Oh boy. Baby steps.
Hello, my name is Jay. So based on the title of this is going to be all about doubts. But really just how I haven't been making the amount of progress that I've been wanting to. How I've been neglecting certain things that I want to do and need to do. And how I really need to be taking this seriously. I am no closer to doing what I need to do now than I was a few weeks or a month ago. For a good chunk of my life, I made a choice to do nothing. That was not a good choice. I feel like I'm just stepping back into that, or I'm not really stepping out of it that much. I'm still doing nothing. I want to change that, but I'm not making the choice to change. Every time I record these episodes, I always have the intro set up at the beginning before I hit record. Those first 30 seconds I always listen to right before I hit record. And I've been ignoring what is actually said in that intro pretty much every time that I played it. The main part, which was the whole reason that I put it in there, not just because it's talking about baby steps, which is the whole point of this podcast, but the part about making small, reasonable goals one step at a time. I haven't been doing that. I might have done that in the beginning. Maybe the beginning of the year I tried doing that. I haven't done that anymore. Maybe because I'm at a point where I shouldn't be making small steps anymore. I should be making bigger steps. And because I know they're supposed to be bigger steps, that is overwhelming me to a point where I'm just not taking any steps at all. Because that's what happens. If I get too overwhelmed, I don't want to feel that way. And so I just avoid the thing that I need to do. I end up going back into that mode of being lazy and not doing anything and thinking that I am okay with just lying in bed and doing nothing for the rest of the day, maybe the rest of my life, because you don't want to do the hard stuff. That's not okay. It's not a good mindset to be in. And I really need to break out of that habit and remind myself I need to make the choice to do the things that I need to do to finally live an independent life, a responsible life, be my own person. And I just blanked. Just right there, I blanked. I didn't know what else to say. Is it because what I'm saying right now is just BS? Do I really not believe this? Do I not want to do these things? I know I have to, but just because I have to doesn't mean I want to, right? And I'm pretty sure it's because I've just been so used to living a certain way for so long. But it's also the thing of, do I really want to be independent? Do I really want responsibilities? I know I have to. I know it's going to make me feel maybe not better, but different. Hopefully in a good way. This is something I should have done over a decade ago. And because I spent that decade doing nothing, being scared, hiding out, essentially, all that time that I spent doing nothing has rewired my brain to thinking that that's okay. I should stop being lazy. I should stop being comfortable and push myself. So this is just a reminder. The whole point of this podcast, the whole point of this year is to challenge myself, push myself, get out there, do things that I'm uncomfortable with so that I can get used to those things and start being an adult. Maybe I do need to give myself some small goals. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not really planning things out anymore. I know I have some upcoming appointments, but every time I think about them, I'm like, should I cancel them? Part of the reason being that they're just... they're expensive, and they shouldn't be. It's almost making me think, maybe I don't need this. Maybe I don't need to spend this much money on something that I could just do on my own if I really, really tried, if I really, really pushed myself. I'm kind of thinking that, but at the same time, if I cancel those appointments, I know I'm not going to push myself. It's getting to the point where if I can just hit one of my goals by the end of the year, that's good enough for me. I don't want to think that way, but that's kind of how I'm feeling. I mean, I did say at the beginning of this podcast that it's going to be a very slow process to get to where I want to get to. Hopefully, I have more stuff to talk about, actual stuff to talk about in a few weeks. Sometimes I just have to force myself to record these episodes, just hit the record button and then just say stuff. Sometimes ramble for like an hour and then have to cut out like 40 minutes of that stuff. Probably more, just because a lot of it's not usable and a lot of it's just silence. And a lot of it's me just trying to figure out what to say. I might have to just do one of those topics that I keep neglecting to do because I feel like they're too icky to talk about. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. And I don't even know how to segue into my into my sign off. That's the annoying thing about a lot of these episodes, is that I have to find a way to just sort of smoothly transition into that sign off. And because I've kind of painted myself into that corner every episode, it makes it difficult. Sometimes I just ramble at the end because I don't know how to end it. I really hope I have actual stuff to talk about in a few weeks. But until then, once again, my name is Jay. Thank you all for listening. Really appreciate it. And bye for now.